In this video, we'll be unboxing and reviewing the brand new Aputure AL-MX LED light. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to us for more photo and video equipment reviews just like this. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hypop, or visit our website www.hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So we've got the AL-MX Aputure LED light with us here today. This is the retail packaging. This is the sort of box it comes in. It's a slide-off box just like so. Let's get into it. Okay, so opening it up, we've got a few bits and pieces here. We've got the Aputure AL-MX product manual. We've got a warranty card. We've also just got an Aputure branding card. And we've got an Aputure carry pouch to suit the MX. Inside the carry pouch, there's a few bits and pieces as well. So there's a carry pouch there. In this little Ziploc bag is a diffuser. So those are the magnetic diffusers. There's also some 3M double-sided Velcro tape, adhesive tape that you can attach onto your MX panel. And you've also got a larger diffuser sheet here. So considering the MX is a smaller LED light, the light source itself is quite small. So using a larger diffusion sheet like this attached on with some of the Velcro pieces will definitely spread that light a little bit better and make that a little softer. We've got some elastic bands here, assuming you'd be able to use those with the diffusion sheets. You've also got a USB-C to USB-C cable. You have the Aputure ball head. So this ball head here has a 3/8-inch thread at the bottom there. It's a 360-degree ball head. You've got a thread adapter, so that changes it from 3/8 to 1/4 inch. And you've got the light itself. Just slide this light out. There you go. So with the light, actually attached onto it via magnets there is the other frosted panel. So that one there, you receive two in the box. And having a look at the second one, they are a little different in terms of the frosting they provide. So one appears to be a bit more frosted than the other. You can mount them and double them up if you want to, or just have one of them mounted or not at all. So that's the light itself. So that's all that's included. So I've got the Aputure AL-MX light here on a light stand, as well as its previous model, which was the AL-M9. So the MX is the latest version, adopting a lot of the features from the M9 here. So in terms of its size and form factor, you can see that it's actually about the size of a credit card or a card. So we've got one of our Opal cards here. You can see the dimensions are about the same. So it's about 9 centimeters by about 4 centimeters. And in terms of the actual build itself, if you have a quick look on the side here, you can see that it's a little thicker. So it's a lot more sturdier. So the actual unit itself weighs about 280 grams compared to about 140 grams on the M9. So you can tell the difference there. It's almost double its weight. And in terms of the actual build quality, it's the previous model, the M9's made sort of from like a plastic, and the M9's touted to be made from an aircraft grade aluminium. So you can see that it's quite sturdy and heavy, and overall a great little unit. And in terms of on the back panel here, why it's thicker is because it has a heat sink. So the heat sink here helps disperse some of that heat, especially when the light's on, because the light itself produces quite a little bit of light from this little light source. In terms of some of the other physical differences, what remains the same actually is the magnetic snap-on filters. You can see they're still magnetic here on the MX, and some of the inputs and buttons have relocated. So we've got the USB-C input on the right side here, and on the top you've got all the controls, where previously on the M9 you've got most of your controls over on the left side. So they've relocated some of that. Now in terms of the LEDs themselves, the LEDs that the MX uses are SMD LEDs. So they're surface mounted diodes. And basically they're mounted directly to the surface, and that allows them to pack in a lot of power and light into this little small unit. So that's why it's such a great and really powerful light for its size. Now some of the other features are a 1/4 20 thread on the bottom here, which is what we have mounted onto a stand. So that's changed. Previously the M9 didn't have any mounts at all. You had to use the included bracket. So that's a good inclusion, because that allows you to mount to basically anything. Overall, it's actually a really great sturdy light and really high quality build. Now, some of the features of the new MX light include the lux intensity, so that's increased. So now at 1 meter, you're at about 200 lux in normal mode. It also has a booster mode on this particular light. So from 200 lux, it goes up to 260 lux at 1 meter. So that's a substantial upgrade from the M9. I think the M9 previously was 80 lux at 1 meter. So you can see it's almost, it's more than double the actual intensity in terms of the light. Now the amount of LEDs that's on the actual unit itself, there's 128 SMD LEDs, whereas previously there was only 9 LEDs on the M9. The beam angle of the light itself is 120 degrees, so it's a wide throw of light. So from this small little light, the actual light source, it's quite wide in terms of the light spread. So that's a good thing. With the included diffuser, you'll be able to spread that a little bit more and soften it a lot more. And you've got a color temp range now. So previously, this was only at 5500 Kelvin. Now you've got the color temp range between 2800 Kelvin all the way up to 6500 Kelvin. So you've got that dual color that you're able to do. So if you want to go for the daylight or warmer light, it's a lot more versatile in terms of having a small portable light source. And now battery time, we've got at full output or on booster mode, you can have it at about 30 minutes of powering time for the battery at full charge. However, if you're only using it on its lowest setting, you can get about 4 hours of life out of it compared to the M9. The M9 basically at its full output was about 1.75 hours. That's what they say on the Aputure website. And that's at max brightness. And overall, as mentioned, the weight itself is at 280 grams compared to 140 grams. So those are some of the differences between the two lights themselves. So going through some of the controls on the Aputure MX, we've got some of the buttons at the top here. So the control panel is moved to the top of the LED. On the right side, you've got the on-off button, and it's a slide button, so you can simply turn that on. Now you've got a few buttons across the panel here. Firstly, you've got, these are dimmer knobs. So that's decrease and increase intensity, which is displayed there by those little icons. And it also acts as a warm cold. So when you change this over to the color temp mode, you can also change the color temperature through that as well. So they double up these controls. So firstly, this controls the dimming. So, pressing down on the increase button there increases the intensity, obviously. Now you've also got a booster mode to increase the intensity. So going from its lowest setting all the way up to its most powerful setting, that's when you can boost the light up to that 260 lux at 1 meter. And now, for all you need to do to change it, the color temperature is simply slide that dial across. So that says dimming, and that's the color temperature changing. So now you can dim it from cold to warm. So currently it's on its coldest setting, and you can start dimming it to a warmer setting there as well. So it's as simple as that. It's a really easy light to use. It's just got the simple on-off functions, the dimming, and the color temp controls. Now for the powering options for the MX, you've got the USB to USB-C cable provided. So that's all they provide in terms of powering options, but you've obviously got the internal lithium polymer battery included. So you can plug the USB-C cable in and use a portable battery pack if you have that. Or if you have a V-lock battery, for example, with a D-tap to USB connection, you can definitely use that as a battery source. So it's quite versatile in terms of its powering options. They do that because most videographers and photographers will have these sort of battery sources with them at any one time. So, having that single source for connection allows this to be a lot more compact in terms of the size. In terms of uses for the light, this little light source definitely can be used as a fill light or one of your key lights, especially if you're doing up-close videos, for example, or photos. We've turned off one of our studio lights here off to the right of my face, just to show what sort of light this would produce in terms of having a fill light with the use of our other studio lights. So I've got this on now. You can see that light going across my face, showing that it is filling in those shadows on this side of my face here. So some examples for uses for the AL-MX include a run and gun setup in low light situations for photos or videos. So you can actually hot shoe mount the light using the included 360-degree ball head mount that they provide. This has a 3/8 inch at the bottom, but you can use that cold shoe directly onto your hot shoe of your camera, mount that on the bottom and use that in low light situations for photos or videos. Another would be to attach it onto a gimbal rig, for example. So if you have something like the Zhiyun crane or the DJI Ronin, you can definitely mount them with the use of friction arms, or there's mounted points on the actual gimbals themselves, the 1/4 inch threads. And lastly, you can use it as a key or fill light in any light setting. So we definitely use this light here as a fill light with the use of our other studio lights. So if you need to fill in a few more shadows in a shot, we'll use this just because it's so compact and portable, and it has its own internal battery, so it has its own powering directly on the light itself. Overall, the Aputure AL-MX is a great little light. It's really sturdy build quality. It's got really easy controls. It's got the USB-C function, so it allows you to power in different options. And it's a great little light to add to your lighting kit. For more videos just like this, subscribe to our channel. Feel free to leave in the comment section down below your thoughts on the AL-MX. follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Hypop, or visit our website www.hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.